Okay, here we are at lesson 2. It is probably going to be part 1. The way things are working out with my video size, putting them on YouTube. Switching guitars here. I played that on my little tenor guitar that I showed you last time. I didn't note, excuse me, that they can be only 4 strings compared to 6 of the normal guitar. They can be tuned like a ukulele, and yet they can be tuned like the top 4 strings of a guitar. So that's how I'm playing it. And I didn't mention last time that's called Chicago tuning. So that's something to remember if you ever want to venture into the realm of tenor guitar. It's kind of fun. Anyway, I'm going to show you a little something of what I played there at the end of the video, because it's the same thing here. The guitar, it's just a descending chord in the same position. It's something you guys have already learned. So I'm going to show you that at the end and see if anybody can name that tune, your parents, or I'll tell you what it is later. But we're going to start with some, and I need my glasses, we're going to start with some scales. I think last time I said I'd be doing opposed to the chords that I taught last time, the 4 chords, G, E minor, 7, C, and D. This time we're going to not learn chords, but we're going to work on some notes, scales that you know already. The G scale. Whoops, I want to play so you can see me here, so I'm adjusting. I'll cut my head off and all right, okay, so watch what I'm doing. You know, you can be a C. Open G first. G, A, B, C, D, E. Open E. F sharp, 2nd fret, and G. And back down. Okay. Trying to actually even show the pick there so you can see it. Okay, so that's something you've already learned, but I want to do a little exercise, and this is really useful. I think if you could learn this. I mentioned last time I was going to do some scales, and I said arpeggios. That's not really, I think, the right term, showing the limits of my music theory, but it's really just, I'm just calling it a exercise using the G scale notes. It's a little something different. I won't get all that technical what a arpeggio is right now in this lesson, but this is, I don't think this is technically an arpeggio, but it is just a little exercise using the notes of the G scale. And I want you to learn these and actually memorize them if you can. It's a little bit longer than a scale. It's going to sound like this, and we're going to do it with a metronome and without, or first without, I guess, and then with. But more quickly it would be this, and up to speed it would sound like this. So just sit tight for a minute and listen. This is running up, this is the G notes exercise going up. Forgot I was going to do this same thing I did last time. Here are the notes up above, and then the scales are the first 2 lines written, and then down the bottom ones are this exercise, the notes running up and the notes running back down. Okay, so give you a close-up of that, however you want to do. You could do stop the video and do a screen capture there. Maybe print that off, would be handy. Okay, so I would go do that, but you can listen to this before or after, but this is what it'll sound like. Okay, I already did the scale up and down, which you already know. Okay, G scale. So here is the exercise I want you to learn. Okay, it's the G notes exercise going up is what I've called it in the book there. I'm gonna cut my head off again, and just so you can see my hands real good. It should sound like this, and I'll go kind of slow. Ready, play. Then the last line, G notes exercise going down, would sound this way. Okay, so I'm going to do that with a metronome, and I think that'll help, but I'm going to cut this off right now. As again, I'm having a little trouble with the length of my videos, getting them to upload, so if I keep them short and do this in parts, it seems to work better. So that'll be lesson 2, part 1, okay? All right, and then just check into the next one. Thanks. Oh, and I forgot to mention, a little late in the game, but again, that little video on that's called QuickTune, you can go to that and make sure you're tuned up. That's a big deal. Should have said that beforehand on this one, but before you go to the next one, do that, okay? Alrighty, see ya.